I was kind of drifting and never realised there was that much support out there. I went through a bit of a rocky patch at work, primarily because I was worried about my girlfriend's health, but fortunately I kept my job down. When this grant for her came through, we were very pleased and started breaking it down into what we could have. I set up a simple spreadsheet so she could record all her receipts. I work in finance myself, so I anticipated what would be expected. She's fortunate to have a boyfriend who loves spreadsheets. She wanted a laptop because she goes on the internet researching her own illness, which is quite, well, whether that's good or bad I don't know, but it certainly helped. Then there was an allowance for complementary therapies like massage, Reiki and head massage to relax her. Still, she has her moments, but I always know when she's had a massage, as she'll be really relaxed when I get home from work. I know when she's worrying. I can gauge it by the number of phone calls I get. If I don't hear from her, I know she's all right. Mind you, on the opposite side, if I don't hear from her at all, I get worried. But we try and keep in touch. There was a time when I was worried about leaving for work in the morning. I've only just stopped taking her tablets out of the house. She's got a carrier bag full of the things, from her antipsychotics to the antidepressants. They'd go in the boot of my car before I go to work, and sometimes, if I forgot them, I'd be mortified. Because sometimes, you never know. Because my friend, her daughter, was in a similar condition, and she was absolutely fine. I went to her wedding about 4 years ago, and one day she went home and they found her in the bath. So that thought was always at the back of my mind. That thought will never go away. I do stress a little bit, but I mean, generally this has really helped me from an emotional point of view. Once we started all this, someone mentioned a carer's break to me. They were very kind and gave me £150 towards a season ticket for my football team. And then we booked a holiday, so a big chunk of the money was allocated for that. We certainly wouldn't have afforded that before. She gets stressed with, let's say, even packing a suitcase, but we kind of chose that holiday together. We went to a particular place we've been to before, tucked away in the middle of some woodlands. It helps going away for a week, just relaxing and getting away from it all. We enjoyed that, even though it rained every day. Our relationship's strong, it always has been. I can honestly say it's never been strained from my point of view since she was in hospital nearly 3 years ago. But the grant obviously helps maintain that kind of relationship. It might be a cliche, but it's opened up her horizons, really. We've become more aware of the care services available just by people coming to the house. That's how I realised there was support for me, because as I say, I did really struggle for, well, I kind of thought I was on my own, and looking back now, it's a bit silly when you realise, oh blimey, there is all this support out there.